Hello, hello. How is everybody doing? Hello, Nie. Hello, Dominic, Brian, Guardian. Hello, Theory X Shadow. Hello, Wamboomche. How you doing? So what are we gonna do today? The last time I did a stream, I've been browsing for pictures for making the first enemy of the game. It's gonna be a generic one. It's gonna be the minion, like the most basic one, because I prefer to start with the simplest enemy first to design and then I'm gonna use that to design my combat, and I don't want to start with something too big like a boss or something like that, because it's already gonna be too it's not the best way to design a combat if you got already something that is extraordinary. Yeah, I think. Well, so yeah, the last time we grabbed some pictures, so trying to get some inspiration on the net, and I think today we're gonna start directly into Blender and start blocking the character, because I prefer to design stuff in. I prefer to design stuff directly in Blender. Whoop! Forgot to. I just forgot the lights. Yeah, that's better. So yeah, like I said, let's do some blocking directly into Blender. That's gonna be the idea today. Ok, Emmanuel est venu prendre un cours d'anglais. Ça t'impressionne, hein? Brian is in the kitchen. Here you go. Je sais. All right. So that's the picture we got the last time. So like I said, I'm gonna try what I want to try with almost anything in the game is a blend kind of. Asian and Central Asian culture and fashion, and blend something more ancient and medieval Asian clothes with more modern elements, and blend that together, trying to have a mix of everything. And so yeah, so I try to categorize the picture we end up, so something really streetwear kind of, and then some other picture that's more random to classify. I said that I really like this picture because it's kind of encapsulate everything I had in mind. there's already a lot of idea I had in mind. The blend with Asian, a feel of Asian fashion with traditional clothing and with more modern elements like the cap and the over-exaggerated proportion of the clothes. I think it's really cool. I think it's gonna be it's something that's I'm gonna keep in mind for while designing. But I also when I was not in the live stream, I kept digging a little bit more picture than, because I realized that I was missing maybe it was too modern streetwear fashion and not enough ancient traditional clothing. So I tried to add more. I tried to add more picture from there, and I kind of I went on. This is kind of a Persian armor. It's really cool. I found it really cool, especially the legs and the pants. It's really awesome. Like the design and the kind of baggy feel. It's gonna fit really well with the streetwear kind of fashion I was looking for, and really like the vivid color. It's really cool. So that's another thing that I was really pleased to find. And then I had another idea. Since we are doing a bad guy, I was like, this guy from a fashion show. This guy is looking like the fashion is almost like if you're watching a lot of kung fu movies, it's looking like a mafia guy from the Shanghai, you know, in a couple of years. And I think what I like from those kind of pictures is kind of the sleek clothing and a little bit more simple. Maybe like this one in particular is really cool. I really like it. So that might be another way we could try and see if it fits well. The kind of more sleek and more aesthetic, more less chaotic kind of design. That could be really cool too. But I need to pay attention to not make it too Chinese. I mean, only Chinese. It needs to be a blend of everything. I don't want to be just influenced by Chinese culture. I need to bring more other culture elements to make it more like a blend. So yeah, that's gonna be another thing we're gonna be able to try. This one is cool too. So here you go. I think so. I'm gonna put this this board on my second screen, so you won't be able to see it. I'm gonna fire Blender. Like I said, I don't know how to draw. I'm an artist, but I don't know how to draw. That's the thing. My thing is more 3D and sculpting. That's Harland. Seems like I have an issue with my inches. Let's see if it's working. It is working. Yes, good. So yeah, Blender is taking a lot of time to fire. It's because I'm the kind of guy that's use a lot of add-on. That's why I love Blender. It's because you can customize your software really well. But the downside is sometimes it's really heavy, and it's something I need to pay attention to. So when I start blocking character, the first thing I'm doing obviously is the just the body. When I say just the body, just the nude body without clothing, anything, just to have the proportion right. And for that, I'm gonna find I already started working on the main character. I'm gonna do the main character is gonna be done outside of the stream, because there is a lot of R&D on my side and it can be boring to watch. So that's the main character, and the reason why I'm firing up this guy is because I want to grab this meta rig, the rig. Whoops, not this one. Wait a minute. No, it wasn't the right one. What I mean is, I want maybe try to have, if I can, have the same proportion with this character, so that I'm gonna be able to share later in game. I'm gonna be able to share animation, and they're gonna be less retargeting, and it's gonna be less headaches when I'm gonna do animation, because if I'm doing one animation for this character, it's gonna be able to share with the enemy and vice versa, and it's gonna save me a lot of time. If I'm doing an enemy with a proportion really far of this guy, that means every time I need to do animation, like a run animation, or sometimes there is an animation that's you need a lot of animation, but it's a simple one. It's a simple and boring one to do, like, I don't know, a stop after a run, or a stop or a start when you're walking. This kind of boring thing, if I can do just once and share it with every character, it's gonna be better. And so to do that, I'm just gonna try to have kind of the same proportion of this guy. It's gonna help me a lot. Just let me find the right guy. I think it's... Okay, you know what? Yeah, I think it's the rig file. Let me check that. Nope. That's not it. Oh, it's already a mess in my folders. That's not a good sign. Thank you, Nie. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Nie? Nie? But thank you anyway. Should we? Okay. So, okay. I'm gonna grab the armature over here. So let's start a new file. So first thing first, I'm gonna go back to my rig, grab the rig, so I'm gonna be able to build on that. So I think it's armature. No, it's objects. Something called armature. Okay, I don't want to instance it. Gonna bring me a bunch of things that I don't need. I also want to bring the action for that. Rig action, yes. And then I'm gonna put the rig action here. So that's now I should have the animation from the previous file. I do. Okay. So when I did that, it bring me a lot of unnecessary curves. I'm just gonna delete everything. Thank you. But you know what? Okay, so that's the base for our character, and we're gonna try to it's kind of like the wireframe or the I don't know if you already saw those kind of videos, you know, when you see someone making a figurine in clay, and they start with a metal wire to make the structure. It's kind of the same idea here, in a way. It's my metal wiring things. I'm just gonna then yeah, you know what? Let me end this. So I'm just gonna lock everything. So that's mean I'm gonna grab all my keyframe except this one. Then I'm gonna put that here. Can also do apply visual transform. So now it should be done. So now, even if I'm moving the timeline, the pose is locked. That's what I want. So let's start with that. So the first thing I'm gonna do is going really simple. That means let's start with a cube. Scale it, and this is gonna be my torso. Again, really simple. Hello, Sindaco di Lignano. Sindaco di Lignano. I don't know if I pronounce it right. So you're Italian, eh? Hello from a fellow European. And hello to Dino Joe. Thank you for being there. I was a little bit scared to be alone, but I see that there's already people. That's nice. Alright, so I'm gonna bring it, create a symmetry, and then I can do really simple blocky, you know, stuff. It's really blocky, but that's what I want. I don't want something too complicated, and you will understand why in a couple of minutes. So that's gonna be for the arms. Try to follow a little bit. Alright. I'm gonna grab this, keep the torso. Here you go. Yeah, you see it's really a stick figure. Really looking bad for now, but that's not the point. So for the legs, I'm just gonna do this. There we go. Put back the symmetry. Gonna put a joint here. That's where the knee is. So, are you guys used to do a little bit of 3D? Is there some people there that's interested in doing 3D? That's something that's interesting to watch? Well, have you even never considered it? That's not even something that you like? I don't know. Alright, so that's a perfectly good character. See, that's AAA material there. That's really top-notch work there. So the reason why I'm not really concerned about quality right now, it's because I just need something with a topology that I'm gonna be able to modify by sculpting on it. Because now I know that this stick figure has the same proportion that my main character. So that means I can do something like this where I'm gonna smooth everything. I get a kind of okayish topology, at least for sculpting. So now I can just convert gonna merge all my modifier, and now I'm gonna be able to start the sculpting. So here we go. So for the sculpting, I'm just gonna bring a multi-res modifier, which gonna allow me to have several layer subdivision. And then, oh yeah, it's true with the multi-res modifier I can't have. Oh shit! I can't have I can see the modifier stack if I'm in a higher level of subdivision. So I'm just gonna merge everything and start again. Alright. Subdivide and subdivide. Here you go. I can start sculpting. So obviously the neck is too big. So I'm gonna arrange that. This is ugly too. We want torso. And then I'm pushing and moving vertices to have something more closer to a real character, actually. The head should be. I feel confident enough I can hide the armature that's really bugging me, and I'm gonna smooth everything. I don't want to see the vertex. Actually, what I'm gonna do is, I know that I started to work on a kind of topology thing, but I'm just gonna work with Dynamesh. I'm just gonna duplicate it in case I want to keep it for later. I'm gonna put that in a new collection, something temp. So let me go to, and I'm gonna hide that and go back to this and apply the multi-res, and I'm gonna play with the what's called the DynTopo. What it's gonna do is if I activate it, so you see everything is triangulate now, and the topology is all messed up, but that's okay because we're gonna it's gonna have a dynamic topology. So when I'm switching, you see that it's creating for me a new topology. So it's really interesting when you're starting concepting, because you don't have to keep to worry about the topology of your character. You can just go crazy and do stuff, and everything is fine. So let me just do a quick kind of head. So we got it here. Got the back of the skull here. My favorite brush is the clay brush, the one I'm using right now, because it's helped me to better control the shape I'm working on. So what I mean is, if I've been using the default brush, which is the jaw, when I do several strokes, it starts to be really wobbly. But the clay brush has this kind of smoothing features that is really cool to it's way better to control shapes. So the goal here is not to spend too much time on an area, because we are still trying to concept stuff. So really it's just to suggest things. So that's I feel like I'm already spending too much time on the head, but I can't help it when I have fun. Okay, I'm gonna stop there. So let's keep working on other area. So let's do the chest. I think I'm gonna start with a male character for now. There we go. So I need to do the rib cage here. The rib cage is larger in the back than it is in the front. Again, it doesn't need to be good, because we're gonna cover this guy with clothes and stuff, and also because it's just a concepting phase. So it doesn't have to be good. It just has need to have the feature necessary to when we're gonna put the clothes, it's gonna feel right. So the chest is taking shape. Need to make the connection with the neck. It's really looking like an alien for now. Oops. I lost my lights. Just wait a minute. Sorry about that, it seems like I lost the lights. Damn. It's fine. All you need to see is my screen anyway, right? Nobody cares about my face. So the neck is really long. I didn't realize that for my previous character I did a huge neck like this. So let me work on this arm connection with the torso. So we got the deltoid here, just doing something like this, where the pectoral is coming. So far it's really in the back, a little bit of the butt, the most important part of the character. It's really bad in the back, but it's coming. So the goal here for me is not to take too much time on these tapes, because I don't think we're gonna do a character that is naked, and if we do, we will refine it later. Right now it's just concepting, so I'm starting to detail a little bit the muscle and the body. I already can see that there is a big issue on the torso and on the So I'm not doing that with anatomy reference, but I should. It just I plan to do that really quickly, and but I should have come prepared and put up some reference of anatomy, because it would have helped me a lot actually. I shouldn't have stopped blindfolded like this. Really skinning. It's gonna be fine. I got some issue with my keyboard. It's really annoying with my tablet. I'm using Intuos. I'm more used with the actually I try with the Cintiq, but I can't find a proper way to set up my desk to work with the Cintiq, because I'm someone that's constantly going from my stylus and my tablet to the mouse, and I try with a Cintiq, but it's always on the way. It's really annoying. Alright, you know what? It's really ugly, but it's gonna be fine so far. On the torso. Just need to detail a little bit the legs. not my best character. I really should have used anatomy reference. So I'm almost done, I would say. Almost. Maybe just refine a little bit the arms. Yeah, and I'm really not interested. I think I'm already spending too much time. What time I did? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Whoop. Something I didn't do, but I should do now is save the file right away, just in case. So I'm gonna create character, enemy, girl generics, that's the one. Create a folder called sculpt, and then just sculpt. Let's go with that. So, do you enjoy this kind of stream? Is it something that's you will be okay to watch regularly? The way I'm seeing that, it's I want to do something a little bit more relaxed, you know, more chill, something that's. For me, it's also kind of fun doing that too. I was a little bit I didn't know if I would enjoy this as much or not, because you know, it's I wasn't sure if I would be focused enough to be able to walk. What I mean is when you are streaming, you need also to think of what you need to talk a little bit, I guess. And something really trouble here to make it okay. Okay, it's really skinny, maybe. Thank you, Daniel. Alright, so I think it's gonna be enough. What I'm gonna do with that is, you see that the topology is really crazy bad. Oh, so that's why I was having so much difficulties here. It's okay, I don't care. So I'm just gonna Z-remesh it. No, wait, the Z-remesh is the name in ZBrush, but here we are in Blender and it's called Quad Remesh, I think. Where it is? Where are you? You're here. Quad Remesh. Here you go. So I want it's kind of the same thing anyway. So I'm just gonna want to have symmetry around the X. Let's go with 1000 polygons. See, it's gonna be enough. And the idea is just to have a topology a little bit more practical. Oh shit, I forgot to. Oh damn. Oh wait a minute. I forgot to activate because this is not my work computer, and I need to find my I forgot to activate this one. Obviously I won't be able to activate on this computer because I would need a new license for this one. Damn, I didn't think about that. See, if I'm using the same license I bought for my main computer, it's obviously not working. I'm gonna go with see if it's working with the trial. I hope. Seems like it does. Alright, so that's exactly what I was looking for. So that's the kind of simple character based mesh really simple, really, and you see that the topology is almost good. I don't like it, so I'm just gonna rerun a remesh. Here we go, that's much better. So this gonna be my the proportion I'm gonna be able to build upon and make some blocking upon this. Just find it a little bit too. I'm just gonna. So I lose a lot of details, but that's alright. That's actually what I was looking for, to have some going back to a simple shape. The details I sculpted was here to make sure that to help this tool to grab the important feature. Okay, so I think we have a good base here to start working on the design. So now we have I'm gonna save it again. Okay, so how are we gonna approach that? So I got my board, and I'm gonna try to pick up things that some elements that I have found I think is cool. I'm gonna start with the big shapes and quickly put that on my calendar. Oh, you know what? Before that, I want to. That's something new that I've been doing in my workflow, and it actually putting make my character animable. This is a new thing I've been trying. I've been starting to work on, and it kind of changed my workflow. And it's the ability to be able to sculpt on a character that is in pose, and that is posed, and even in animation. And why it's really important for me is that sometimes it can be difficult to it can be difficult to judge the overall feeling of character when it's just in a T-pose. Being able to sculpt on a character that is in animation or with attitude, it really changed a lot of things for me. And so now I've been starting doing this workflow. I feel like I'm really enjoying it. So to do that, I'm just gonna create a new rig. I don't need this. This facial setup. So I'm gonna delete everything. Alright. And I'm just gonna move the bone in the right place. I'm gonna do that really quick if I can. So let's start with, I'm gonna hide this, I don't want to see you. I'm gonna start with the spine. I don't want to see you too. Good. Fuck that. So let me grab this. And you know what? It might be good to have the wireframe on. So let's try to follow the curvature of the torso. The base of the neck is here. The base of the head is here. And the top of the head is here. Here we go. Okay, I'm gonna do the same with the legs, the knees. doesn't have to be really precise. I just gonna be for me to make some quick pause. It's better. I didn't need too high. It's gonna be better here. And you're gonna go down. We're almost there. So that's gonna be the shoulder. Let me see if I'm here. Okay. So everything's gonna be there. Damn, I hate this pop-up. No, Ibra, I'm not working on Attack on Titan anymore. It was a little bit too frustrating for me to not being able to... at some point I lose the fun on working on this project because it wasn't my universe and it wasn't... I'm the kind of guy that like to create everything, and it was good to learn if I enjoyed making games, developing games, and I realized that I did, and I realized that actually I want to. I was ready to do something on my own actually, but I think the AOT Project Fan game did its purpose, which is for me to learn how to develop games. And see if I enjoy it, which I do. Alright, just the last thing I need to do is set up properly the orientation of the joint. Because by default in Rigify you see that you got this automatic rotation axis, which I don't like. I prefer to have the X manual. Same thing here, X manual. And we're gonna do the same for the arm. Whoop. X manual. Alright, so now I'm gonna save it, and I'm gonna this is okay, so this is a script I created for me, so this is something I did for me, and I'm just gonna press generate rig, and there is an issue now. What's going on? I wasn't in the proper mode. What that's supposed to mean? Oh, because I was hiding the previous rig. Oh yeah, because there was a previous rig, and it was. Now it should work. Here we go. Oh. No, it didn't, because it crashed. Okay, the reason why is because I didn't apply the scale. That's why you need to save stuff. Right, so they see that the scaling was 90. That's really bad. I forgot to apply the scale. I'm gonna apply the location rotation just in case too. So like we said, we remove the previous rigs, and then I'm gonna rerun my script. Here you go. So now I got what does this script is the Rigify is when you generate the Rigify, which is advanced rig in Blender. it's the one I've been selected. It generates a ton. It's more made for, I would say it's more made for cinema and movies, not so much for games, because it's generated extra bonds that's useful for a lot of control. So it's really useful when you want to animate with the Rigify, because you have a lot of control and it's all automated and it's great. But if you're exporting that directly into Unreal, you're gonna export a ton of unnecessary bonds, and it's gonna be bad for the performance. So I made a rig that, at the same time you're generating the Rigify, you're also creating a new rig that remove all the unnecessary bonds, and that's gonna be the rig that you're gonna export in Unreal. So this export rig is this one. So you see that I've got the same number of bonds that I had in my meta rig, and there is no extra unnecessary rig, which is good. So I don't need to see that. I'm gonna hide it, and I'm just gonna check if my rig is working properly. Wait. Yeah, you see, it's my export rig is following my Unreal rig. Just making sure that I didn't mess up the orientation of the eye key. If the eye key is in the right direction, yes it is. For the arm it's good, and for the leg it's good too. So now I'm ready to bind my mesh onto this export rig. So here we go. Usually I find this the Blender automatic weighting is good enough. It's doing the default one is doing a good job, I think. So now if I'm moving stuff, wait again, I need to, I'm in high key mode. Here we go. So I don't want any stretch. But you see now I got proper stuff. Yes, it does. It's working. It's working fine. So I'm gonna. So this interface, for people who don't know, is for hiding unnecessary control. That's because right now there is way too much. It's making it difficult to see. Here we go. So now it's easier to control. Again, I don't want any stretch. The eye key controller. But yeah, now I can animate my character really quickly. So it's an extra step. It's taking a little bit of time, but I found that it's really, to me, it's really useful. It's gonna be really useful in wake up. Okay. It's gonna be really useful in a couple of minutes. So now I just need to make a little bit of cleanup. So I don't need this one anymore. Yeah, I don't need this one. I'm gonna delete it, even the collection. So I'm gonna create a collection. I'm gonna call assets with a sub collection. I'm gonna call rig. I'm gonna put my control rig. Maybe a new collection with export, rig export, where I'm gonna put my rig I'm exported to Unreal, and I'm gonna hide it. I'm also gonna put this collection that contain all the curve that is used for the to the control rig. I'm gonna put that here. So we got the meta rig. We're gonna put that something. We're gonna put that in a sub collection. Here we go. And this is our mesh. So I don't want to see the meta too. So this is our mesh. I'm gonna call it proxy body. Good. And now kind of forgot how my script is working actually. Wait a minute. So I got my other, okay, so this is another script, another add-on I created for the for this for sculpting in Blender. And if I do something like this, can't find a posed object collection. So now the idea is, if I'm putting something like, let's say I wanted to do something around the arm, and they avoid the object, I'm gonna duplicate the objects. There are gonna be two collections, one called posed and one called sculpted object. And if I animate my rig, if I do stuff with my rig, you see that one of them is following my my character, my object. And this is gonna be useful because I'm gonna be able to split my screen in two, and I'm gonna set up the Blender so I'm gonna have one part of the screen, one part of my viewport where it's gonna be my main viewport when I'm gonna sculpt on a T-pose character, and the other part of the viewport is gonna be the character I'm gonna visualize in pose. So at the same time I'm gonna sculpt on my T-posed character. I'm gonna see the results instantly on the other side of the screen, which is really handy. So to do that, I need to say in this viewport to I think it is in view, to say, oh, okay, only show me the posed object collection, and I'm gonna hide everything that is unnecessary. So that's this way I don't see any other collection. I'm only seeing you see I'm only seeing one cube, which is the one that is following the body. So that's properly set up. I'm gonna save again. Probably this kind of thing, this kind of setup, that's something that's at one point I'm gonna do automatically in the script, but I don't know, to be honest. I didn't find the time to do that yet. This proxy, I'm gonna put this proxy into a new collection tool called proxies. Here you go. So that's, I'm gonna duplicate it. I'm gonna remove the armature because I'm gonna rerun the script. I'm gonna call that body without the proxy. And again, using my script, I'm gonna say pose object. So why I'm doing this? It's because I'm gonna be able to in this viewport I'm gonna be able to hide the posed objects and the proxy too. And so you see now, here we go. So in one viewport the character stays in T-pose, in other viewport is paused. And the good thing about this is I'm gonna be able to at the same time I'm gonna be able to, let's say, sculpt thing, and you see that I got the in real time, almost in real time, I got the stuff happening here. So that's really great. So that's my setup is done, and that's gonna be immensely useful to sculpt my character with attitude, and not just T-pose, because sometimes it can be hard to give attitude to a character when it's in T-pose and in boring pose. So that's been a workflow I've been working for quite a while, and I really like, and that's the main reason why that's the main reason why I started more and more working in Blender and sculpting in Blender instead of ZBrush. It's because of this kind of thing that I can do only in Blender. So yeah. So let's play with that, and let's pose the character. So let's go into my animation tab, and I'm gonna just visualize the posed objects. I'm gonna activate the auto keyframing. I'm gonna create a new action called pose collection 1, and I'm gonna try several poses. I'm gonna try to find several poses. So I'm gonna keyframe all the bones. There you go. Usually I prefer to have the arms in F key. So I'm gonna grab my arms and then run a script to the I key switch. Here we go. So now I'm ready to pose that. Let's try stuff. So if we are doing a bad guy, he needs to be a little bit to feel menacing. So I'm just gonna pose him like if he was idle pose, doing this in front of the hero in idle pose, waiting for him. And you see that's already more interesting than the plain T-pose character, I think. And it's also more fun to sculpt character like that. Thank you, Nero. Yeah, I did it quite a while, a lot. I'm not a professional, especially not in the animation department, because that's not my day job. But that's something I really loved recently to learn. That's really, animation is something that I didn't expect it to be that fun for me. Alright, so that's gonna be our first pause. Maybe let's try another one. I'm just gonna change my timeline and again keyframe all my controllers, and let's try something new. So go back to the cheapos. Maybe how we try something more looking down on the character, maybe. Thing like this that takes a lot of technical and creative knowledge. Combine always takes time to get comfortable at. Yes, it's true. It's true. It takes a lot of time. So that's why this project is taking me so much time to and the update is not that regular. It's because I need to learn all this stuff, and that's also the reason why they have until now there haven't been any a lot of update on this project. It's because I had to learn all this stuff, and there is a lot of new stuff for me, like the animation and for example. So but at the same time I have really a lot of fun with that. So really and so that's why now I'm trying to post more regularly stuff and have updates on the game. It's because I start to feel more confident in my workflow, and not only in my workflow but also what kind of game it's gonna be. So I got the feeling that now I wouldn't say I'm in production, not at all, but I know where the direction I'm going. I found the direction, and that's a huge relief actually, when you find the direction you want to go. And I don't know if I'm gonna stick with it for the long run, but at least I got something. And so I feel that since I got this direction, the progress has been more steady, and that's really rewarding. I don't know, I really don't like this pose. previous project was very physics based, so it was mostly technical knowledge. So I suppose this project is a test for your creative knowledge with animation and such. Actually, it's well, the creative side is not what's worrying me the most, because in my day job I'm a character artist, which means doing character is my job. I'm doing all day. So using blenders and using this kind of thing, it's already something that's I'm using Blender every day. I'm using this kind of software every day. At my job I'm not doing any animation, but at least for the modeling I'm doing a lot, and I'm doing only character, not environment, which can be really different actually. It's not this. There is some different workflow between character and environment, so that's some small stuff I need to learn too. But at least I know the software and I know the environment. But the physics, when I learned all this stuff in physics, and when I did the Attack on Titan thing, I never ever did programming or scripting before. So that was really the thing is that's what I was saying. It's when I've been working on that, I realized that I had some capacities to make a game, and I was the first to be surprised how far I could go with this kind of ambitious idea to me doing a game based on physics. But Unreal is really cool to use for people like me, meaning for people who doesn't know anything about programming. The new system feature that they implemented with the Unreal Engine 4, which now has a couple of years, old, is the blueprint. And the blueprint really changed a lot of things for me. Not so much for a programmer, because what is the blueprint? It's a scripting language that's geared toward people that doesn't know any programming. So meaning that you could do stuff that before a programmer had to do, but now easy stuff or more common stuff are able to do, can be done by people with less knowledge in programming, meaning like level designer or artists like me. So that was a big revelation for me, and that I started to realize that's the kind of thing I want to do now, and I can go really far with this kind of system. For example, the physics in the Attack on Titan game. So when I was working on this project, I realized that I really love doing what I was doing, and now I want to do something of my own. Okay, so do I try another pose? Maybe not. I think it's gonna be fine. So now you see I got two poses. I'm gonna be able to switch between them. It's gonna be cool. So I'm going back to my T-pose things, and I'm gonna hide my rig because I don't need it anymore. And finally I'm gonna be able to block some ideas. So what I'm gonna try first, so I'm looking at my board, and maybe I'm gonna try first let's go with this idea of this slick jacket. So I'm just gonna grab this character and gonna select all the face, at least the half of the jacket on the character. Like this. I'm gonna duplicate it and I'm gonna detach, make a symmetry. Here we go. Now I'm gonna be able to push a little bit more, and I got my first closing. Oh, I did a mistake. Before making the symmetry, I should have made sure that the line here is really a line on the X. Because if I don't do that, it's gonna mess up. Okay, and now it's better. So I'm gonna start also with colors. Let me create a material, I don't know, for now I don't know about the name. I'm just gonna do something a little bit more black, so that's, I'm gonna be able to see the differences between stuff I'm bringing. And you see the beauty of this, now we got everything set up properly. I can just go to my script and do pose object, and here we go. I got my jacket already on my character. And that changed so much for me. Go with something purple. I'm gonna add ambient occlusion because why not? And you know what? I'm gonna add also a proper lighting so I can't see anything good way. So I'm just gonna put the sun, making sure that it's visible. No, not in this scene, or maybe yes, we'll see. But this one, I definitely need to see the sunlight, and I'm gonna bump the intensity. Why I can't see? Oh yeah, I know why. Because I need to put that, I'm gonna put that into a new sub-collection, gonna call that lighting. Here we go, and I need to make sure that's in my local collection. I also make sure that the lighting is visible in this collection, but I don't want to select the light to be selected. Not yet, maybe later. But right now I'm just gonna set up this so that, let me see, cascade shadow, max distance. Okay. Maybe too much. And contact shadow too. Yeah, it's really blocky. Huh? Yeah, I guess it's alright. And let me grab another HDRI, something like this. So if I'm looking at my board, maybe I'm gonna try, because what I like in this suit, it's this kind of stylish, and also the bottom is with this kind of skirt things, but with the shoes, it's mixing the kind of streetwear feeling with the more sleek and fashion feelings too, and that's really something that I want to do for my game. It's always having a little bit of streetwear feeling in the clothing, so that's a good fit. So let's go with that. I'm gonna make it a little bit more long. So one of the limitation of this workflow is every time I need to make it properly work. You see that I make some drastic change on my my clothes, and now the skinning is not moving properly with the. So every time I do a drastic change on my character, I need to redo the skinning. The good thing is I just need to press, and here we go. You see that now it's following the legs. I found it to be really cool to way to work now, and so let me try to detail it a little bit. Same thing with a modifier. If I'm adding modifier, it's not gonna update in real time on this side. I need to redo a pause, and now you see that the subdivision I put is now on. Bring it in the chest. So again, I don't need to go too far, too overboard with that, because we are testing ideas right now, so we don't need to detail it too much. Right now I just want to test those kind of idea, if it's working or not. skirt thingy, or maybe I'm just gonna, yeah, you know what, I'm gonna open that. I'm gonna make it so that it's separated, so that I'm gonna be able to bring that, go back in sculpt mode, and with that I'm gonna be able to initiate from here, grab my brush, remove the symmetry, and if I go to, I think it's no, wait, it's in brush, I can say that auto masking by face set, so now I can move one face set without affecting the other, and it's gonna helping me do this kind of what's happening if I do something. So now I really don't know where I'm going, and that's the point. Just testing things. Yeah, unfortunately. It was a good idea actually. It's kind of so let's do the pants. For the pants, I'm just gonna grab everything here to here. Wait, I even need to go higher. It's a pant. Okay, and something, duplicate, making sure that the center is well aligned on X before being able to do the symmetry. Here you go, and now I can just push a little bit like this, and I can pose and bring. Here we go. You see how easy it is when everything is set up correctly? It's so cool. It's really cool. And then you can switch from one pose to the other. Try to bring the skirt. For the skirt I'm gonna just bring that, same thing, duplicate, okay, and in sculpt actually I'm gonna merge. I don't want to have this middle separation, so I'm gonna take my vertices, merge them together. It's merged, and fixed. it in the sculpt. So now it's ready for me to bring it down. So the thing is, right now is looking more like a secretary. It's really not the good looking, probably because it's a bit larger here. That was bad. Yeah, so that's sometimes it's not perfect. It's far from perfect, especially around the hips. It's because yeah, okay. I think I know why. I need to. Didn't have. Take place now. So this way. Here we go. So this. That's a little bit better. Alright, so we got this, we got this. To be honest, I'm not really sure of the direction I'm taking here. I don't like to puffy. We are missing the sleek thing. Yeah, it's going nowhere. I don't know, maybe yes. Let's try it. Let's keep working on detail it a little bit. I'm not done yet. Let's try maybe to put a hat on him. Nose. Hey, and it crashed. Damn. I don't know what's happened. Oh damn. Alright, anyway, I think I'm gonna stop here. It's been 2 hours now. It's all because of this crash. I don't know where I'm going with this idea. I don't know if it's a good or a bad idea. I just realized my head is just hiding. Damn, I'm sorry. My head is hiding the character in the border. To move that somewhere else. Here we go. But yeah, I don't know if that's the proper direction for this guy, but that's why we're doing this blocking, is to test idea. I'm probably gonna continue a little bit on this idea of a sleek kind of guy with a shirt. I think there is potential in this hips area with this kind of double skirt, like a long shirt with a skirt, and then legs with kind of more streetwear shoes. It can be interesting, but right now it's more looking like a scientist, I would say, that's with a blues, and really a bad guy. So I need to keep working on that, but that's why we're doing this phase. It's to block idea and see what's working, what's not. So yeah, I think the next time I'm gonna push the blocking, and it's probably gonna be the next weekend, maybe during the week. I don't know yet. We'll see. Alright, thank you for everybody for following me and making it so far, and I'm seeing you next time. Thank you, bye.